Our thoughts and prayers are with the victims and their families. We extend our deepest sympathies to those who are affected by this terrible act of violence.
Tonight at 11, searching for a shooter. What we're learning about the man police say killed one person and injured another at a mall in Ocala. Plus, one person is dead and 4 others hurt. The shooting that shocked an Orange County apartment complex and what investigators are trying to learn from the victims tonight. And a daring rescue in South Florida, the moment that first responders save a driver who was stuck hanging off of an overpass.
Local, live, late-breaking. WESH 2 News starts now.
Good evening and thanks for joining me here on WESH 2 News. I'm Luana Munoz. Right now in Marion County, law enforcement officers are searching for the gunman that they say shot 2 people at the Paddock Mall in Ocala. 1 man was killed and another person was injured in that shooting on Saturday. Police identified the suspect as this man, 39-year-old Albert Shell Jr. WESH 2's Paola Tristan Arruda spoke with a witness who saw the chaos unfold. Meanwhile, Ocala police are also looking for this person who they say took the shooter's hat from the scene of the crime. Investigators say the red hat contains valuable DNA evidence or could contain that evidence. They're asking the person to come forward immediately or face arrest for felony tampering with evidence. If you know anything, you're asked to call Ocala PD. And WESH 2 News has been following this shooting investigation since this news broke yesterday afternoon. Stay with us both on air and online for the very latest as more details come in tonight. Tonight, Orange County deputies are investigating a shooting that killed 1 person and injured 4 others. This one happened early this morning at an apartment complex in the Lockhart neighborhood. WESH 2's Liv Johnson spoke to someone who heard all of the commotion. And we now know the name of the man who was shot and killed in an Ocala neighborhood. This one happened Friday night. Police say they found Mackenzie Roundtree dead on Southwest 1st Street in a vacant lot just after 8 o'clock. It happened a half-mile away from another shooting just an hour beforehand. That victim is expected to survive. If you have any information about either of the shootings, you're asked to contact Crime Stoppers of Marion County. All right, the time right now is 11:05. Let's check in with our first morning meteorologist, Marquise Mita. Marquise, we've got Christmas Eve going on right now. Santa Claus is whipping through the United States, and he just passed some showers here. What can he expect tomorrow? Well, he'll be out of the way tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, it won't be too bad tomorrow, especially in the morning. The better chance for showers is in the afternoon. But right now, all is calm and quiet as the kiddies are sleeping. But Luana, as you mentioned, tomorrow that chance for rain will creep in. We'll see that in the afternoon, but we show cloudy skies for the moment, keeping temperatures locked in the mid and the upper 60s. We see a bit of a wind shift taking place. Now a slight southerly orientation, and that'll help keep temperatures warm overnight into the morning tomorrow. Here's a closer look at the showers we have moving along the Atlantic coast as we zoom in closer to Cocoa Beach, Melbourne. Just a couple chances for rain offshore. You might notice that sprinkle on the front lawn as you wake up tomorrow, but the better chance is, of course, going to be in the afternoon. Bit of a south and easterly breeze moving across I-95 right now. That's what's pulling in the moisture. But tomorrow, in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere, we got a warm front lifting across central Florida, and that's what's going to bring back that chance for rain. We'll time it out for you now on your 12-hour forecast. Maybe a couple of drops at 9, but more consistent rain will be coming in between 11, 1, and 3 o'clock as temperatures return to the low and the mid-70s. And we'll take a look at how much rain we're likely to receive coming up next time I see you.
All right, thank you, Marquise. Take a look at this. A semi-truck driver, he's going to be okay after his tractor trailer was left dangling off of a Florida Turnpike overpass. Look at that video. Officials were called to the scene Saturday morning. They say crews were able to rescue the driver, who was conscious and communicating with them. The driver was the only one in that crash. Officials believe weather may have played a role. In Southwest Florida, all travel lanes on the Sanibel Causeway reopened this weekend after months of work restoring the island from Hurricane Ian. Drivers were experiencing bumper-to-bumper standstill traffic since then, but have now been given the gift of smooth travels after FDOT opened all travel lanes on the causeway just in time for the holidays. Meanwhile, business owners say that they're seeing an increased flow of traffic on the island and a new flow of customers into their businesses.
I think it's a great Christmas present for the merchants and the business on the island, but also the vacationers that are coming to the island.
And work on the island and in the waters surrounding the Causeway bridges will continue for another year, but no major traffic impacts are expected. Spirit Airlines has issued an apology after it accidentally put an unaccompanied child on the wrong flight during the holiday rush. That child was supposed to fly from Philly to Fort Myers, but was instead sent to Orlando. The airline said in part, we take the safety and responsibility of transporting all of our guests seriously and are conducting an internal investigation. We do apologize to the family for this experience. Last-minute travelers are on the road tonight as officials say we are in one of the busiest travel periods of 2023. AAA, they're anticipating 6.6 million Floridians will travel for the holiday season. That's breaking the record from 2022. They say the day after Christmas is also expected to be the busiest driving day. Experts suggest you start driving before noon on that day. The Powerball jackpot is once again on the rise, and now someone could become a millionaire just in time for Christmas. The jackpot is currently sitting at $638 million with a cash value of more than $300 million. Wouldn't that be a wonderful Christmas present? The next drawing is set for tomorrow night, and officials say the odds of you actually winning are 1 in 292 million. We'll have those winning numbers for you right here on WESH News or on WESH.com. Still ahead at 11, we're going to take a deeper dive into your holiday forecast and what you can expect for the Christmas holiday break, plus making a wish come true.
And so the phone rang about 8:30 when Alice answered the phone, and it was her.
It was her, the Queen of Country, making a house call, how Dolly Parton boosted the holiday spirit for a fan fighting cancer. Welcome back tonight. Pope Francis delivered Christmas Eve Mass at St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican City today. It marked the 11th Christmas of his pontificate. That is awesome. Gold says no matter how many weeks he has left, he is simply grateful to be with his family for the holidays and that Dolly Parton found some time just for him. I love that story. No matter how many times I've read it tonight, it just touches my heart, you know, that someone like Dolly Parton would take time out of her schedule to reach out to someone who's, you know, living out his last days.
Yeah, especially after listening to her music for so long, right?
Yeah,
Then you
he
hear
loves
your
her.
name in a song. That must be a thrilling feeling for sure.
All right, let's talk about the other thrilling feeling. We know a lot of little kiddos are sleeping tight in their bed tonight. They're waiting because tomorrow they're going to play with some presents and toys. What will the conditions be like for them to go outside with their new bicycles or whatever they might be getting their way?
Well, in the morning, we're going to be all right. Fair shape for us here in Central Florida, just cloudy skies above us. But in the afternoon, that's when the chance for rain is really going to start to pick up. We'll touch on that in just a moment's time. But here's what's going on along the coast. You see those showers sliding in from the east? Well, we've had an east coast sea breeze all day long. We see much more significant rain out towards St. Augustine, also Crescent Beach. Just off the shores of Palm Coast and Flagler Beach, we do have the rain moving in from the south and the east. We might have a sprinkle of rain passing through Titusville right now. We had a couple showers out towards Cocoa and Melbourne just about an hour ago, but that rain now is just offshore. And here's what we're going to be worried about for tomorrow. More consistent stratiform rain that will persist throughout the afternoon. We see a warm front lifting out of the Gulf Coast, not ahead of it. That's where we see the moisture. Now, it does look a little bit more intense right now, moving across the northern Gulf into Alabama, also Mississippi, where we have those brighter shades of yellow and orange. But by the time the rain gets towards us, we're going to lose some of that intensity, which is a good thing for us here in Central Florida. Out the door in Ocala, perfectly clear skies are in the picture with a breeze from the east. Temperatures remain in the middle of the 60s as we're fairly warm this evening. In fact, we're still hanging on tight to the lower 70s in Melbourne, 71 degrees here just past 11:15. Remember, off and on again, showers will exist across the Atlantic coast, but more consistent rain. That's going to be an afternoon threat that we'll see coming in from the Gulf Coast, right? We see heavier showers, more consistent chances for rain. In fact, as we move across your afternoon, we might even notice a thunderstorm or two. You might hear that rumble of thunder right around 1 o'clock here in the metro. Ultimately, tomorrow we are warm once again with the southeasterly breeze. Winds could be a factor in the forecast. Gusts could be as high as 20 miles per hour with temperatures ranging between the upper 60s and the mid 70s. So here's that warm front lifting. We got that wind shift taking place on Monday in the afternoon. Best chance for rain is between 12 and 3 o'clock. Cold front's going to stall between Tuesday and Wednesday, and that'll keep cloudy skies in place. So as we take a peek at your futurecast, we see the brighter shades of yellow in the afternoon on Monday. Those could indicate the chance for a rumble of thunder, but it looks like the rain showers will be pushing offshore by 3 in the afternoon. Cloudy skies still remain. Ultimately, both the Euro and GFS are in fair agreement here. We could see up to ½ of an inch of rain before Tuesday is said and done, but still staying warm on Monday and Tuesday. Your Christmas high should be back in the middle of the 70s, in which we do see that chance for rain persisting in the afternoon. A couple showers linger across your Tuesday forecast, but after that, we start to dry out and cool down. It feels like day by day we're getting cooler and cooler as we look to finish off your 7-day forecast in the lower 60s on Saturday and Sunday.
Well, if you're an NFL fan, you are in luck tonight. Plenty to discuss on this Merry Christmas Eve. Bucks, Jags, and Dolphins. We've got it all. Plus, in college football, look at how the Noles are preparing to take on Georgia in this year's Orange Bowl. All of that coming up next in sports.
Closed captioning is sponsored by attorney Dan Newlin.
WESH 2 Sports is sponsored by Mullinax Ford, Florida's largest Ford retailer. For upfront pricing and no dealer fees, shop Mullinax, where car buying is simple, easy, fun. Now, WESH 2 Sports, sponsored by Mullinax Ford.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Kristen Lago. We begin tonight with a Christmas poem. 'Twas the night before Christmas and all through the Bay. The Bucks hoping a 4th consecutive win might come their way, but here came the Jaguars ready to go. Jacksonville in need of a win before they made their way home. Pretty good, right? All right, in all seriousness, to the highlights of this one we go. Now, WESH 2 Sports will be in Miami next weekend. Make sure you stay with us all week for the latest from the Noles. We'll be back.
All right, let's get a final look at your Christmas Eve, Christmas morning forecast with Marquise Mita.
Yeah, one final look. We'll call for the chance for showers coming in right around noon. And unfortunately, with that warm front lifting, we'll be in and out of the showers nearly all afternoon long. The good news is it's not a completely washout of a 7-day forecast. We'll see the chance for rain start to squeeze on out of here by Wednesday and Thursday, a 20 and 30% chance coming your way. Then from Friday moving forward, we are showing a lot of sunshine in the picture. Grab your sunglasses, but also grab your jackets as temperatures cool on down to the lower 60s.
All right, remember to start your Monday morning with the WESH 2 News Sunrise team. They'll get you going with the overnight news you need, plus the weather and traffic that'll shape the rest of your week. It all starts at 4:30 in the morning. That's going to do it for our report tonight. Have a blessed and wonderful Christmas. We'll see you later.
Now, a special Christmas presentation from NBC News.